Hi everyone, let's look at our Woodleigh Garden Primary School P6 revision booklet on percentage. Worksheet 1. Question 1. Express 3/4 as a percentage. So when we want to change a fraction to a percentage, we know that we have to multiply by 100%. So 3/4 times 100% would be 75%. Question 2. Express 12.5% as a decimal. So from percentage, we want to change to decimal. We divide by 100%. So 2 1/2 would be 2.5. I divide by 100%. Move my decimal place to the left. 0.125 as a decimal. Question 3. Express 0.025 as a percentage. So 0.025 change to percentage. I multiply by 100%. Shift my decimal place to the left, to the right, and I get 2.5%. Express 3.05 as 04 as a percentage. So 3.04 times 100%. Shift my decimal point to the right, and I get 304%. Express the sum of 750 gram and 450 gram as a percentage of 2 kilogram. So first, I must find the sum of this. So 750 plus 450 would give me 1,200. So I take 1,200 out of my 2 kilogram, which is 2,000 gram, times my 100%, and my answer would be 60 gram. Worksheet 2. What percentage of $12 is 60 cents? First, I must change my dollar and cent to the same unit. So $12 is 1,200 cents. So I take 60 out of 1,200 times my 100%. The answer would be 5%, because when I cancel, I will get 5. What percentage of 2 kilogram is 750 gram? So 2 kilogram is my 100%. First, must change my unit to the same. So 2 kilogram will be 2,000 gram. So I take 750 out of my 2,000 times my 100%, because your 2,000 is your 100%. Therefore, phi 1 will be 100 out of 2,000, and phi 750 gram would be 1 out of 20 times 750, which is 37.5. In this method, I can cross multiply, and I also get 37.5%. What is 30% of 150 gram? So 30% out of 100% times 150 gram. And I would get 45 gram. What is 70% of 2 kilogram? 100 gram will be 2,100 grams. So 70 out of 100 times 2,100 gram. When I cancel my decimal place, I will get 1,470 gram. What is 10% of 2 liter 150 milliliters? 2 liter 150 milliliters is 2,150 milliliters. So it's 10% out of 100 times 2,150. The answer is 250 milliliters. Worksheet 3. There are 15 boys and 35 girls in an art class. What is the percentage of boys in the art class? So 15 boys and 35 girls, my total would be 50 pupils. Because I take 15 plus 30, I will get 50 pupils. What percentage of the boys in a art class? So 50 pupils is my 100%. So my boys is 15. So 50 pupils is 100%. One pupil will be 100 divided by 50. I will get 2. And 15 boys will be 2 times 15. I get 30%. In a class, alternatively, I can take 15 out of 50 times 100%. And I also get 30%. Question 2. In a class of 40 pupils, 12 pupils take public transport to school. What percentage of the pupils do not take public transport? So I have 40. Public transport is 12. Do not take public transport. I take 40 minus 12 and I will get 28. So what percentage of the pupils do not take? So my 40 is my 100%. I want to find how many percent is my 28. So 40 is 100%. 1 would be 100 divided by 40. And my 28 would be 10 out of 4 times 28. I get 70%. Alternatively, I can take 28 out of 40 times my 100%. And I will get 70% also. Question 3. 24 out of 60 bits are green and the rest are red. So I know there are 60 bits. Green, I have 24. Red is the rest. So 60 minus 24. And I will get 36. So I know 36 are red bits. What percent of the bits is red? My 60 is my 100%. So I want to find how many percent. So 100%, 60 is my 100%. 1 would be 100 out of 60. And I will find 36 bits will be 10, 6 times 36. I will get 60%. Alternatively, I want to find red. I take 36 out of my whole, which is 60 times 100%. And I will get 60%. Question 4. 140 people went to the zoo yesterday. 84 of them were children and 21 of the adults were women. So I know people is 140, which is my 100%. 84 of them were children, so my children is 84. My adults would be 140 minus 84, which is 56. So I know adults is 56. 21 of the adults were women. So out of the adults, women is 21. My men would be 56 minus 21, which is 35. This is my men. What percentage of the visitors at the zoo was men? So I want to find how many percent. So I know 140 is my 100%. So 100% is my 140. 1%, 140 divided by 100. And 35% will be 1410 times 35 divided by 2 is 7. 5 divided by 5 is 7. Did I get this correct? I get divide by 2, 7/5 times 35. $1,440. Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake here. I need to find the percent. So to find the percent, I will have to take 140 is my 100%. So 1 will be 100 out of 140. And I want to find 35 men, which is 10 out of 14 times 35. Divide by 2, 5. Divide by 2 is 7. Divide by 5, 1. Divide by 5. Divide by 7, 1. Divide by 7, 5. So it's 25%. Alternatively, I can take 35 out of the total number of people is 140 times my 100%. Divide by 7, 2. Divide by 7 is 5. Divide by 2 is 1. Divide by 2 is 5. So it's 25%. Question 5. Sally answered 38 out of 40 questions correctly in a maths test. What percentage of the questions was answered wrongly? So I know there are 40 questions. Correct 38. Wrong 2. 40 question is your 100%. I want to find how many is this. So 40, 100%. Find the percentage. So my percentage is on the right. 1 would be 100 out of 40. And 2 questions. So 10 out of 4 times 2. Divide by 2. 1 divided by 2 is 2. Divided by 2, this is 5. So it's 5% answered wrongly. Question 4. There are 80 pupils in the art club. 40% of them are girls. How many more boys than girls are there? So I know there are 80 pupils in the art club. So my total percent is 100% up. And girls is 40%. My boys 60%. So I know I want to find how many more boys than girls. So first method, I can take 40 out of 80 times 100. Okay, my 80 is my pupils. So 40 out of 100 times my 80 pupils, I will get 32 girls. For boys is 60% out of 100% times my 80 pupils, I will get 48 boys. So how many more boys than girls? 48 minus 32, and I get 16 more boys. Alternatively, what we can do is we can take the percent. So first I have 80. My girls, this is my 100%, right? So it's 40 out of 100. My boys, 60 out of 100. I know that more boys 60, girls 40, so it's 20%. So 20% out of 100% times my 80 pupils altogether, and I will get 16 more boys. Question 2. Melissa has 480 marbles. 192 of them are big marbles and the rest are small marbles. So I know this is the total number of marbles, which is 480 is my 100%. And there are big and small. Big marbles 192. So my small marbles would be 480 minus 192, which is 288. What percentage of the marbles are small marbles? I want how many percent. So 480 is my 100%. 1 would be 100 out of 480. And I want to find 288. So 10 out of 48 times 288. The answer is 60%. Alternatively, I take 288 out of 480, which is my whole, times my 100%. My answer would also be 60%. Question 3. Mandy earned $4,000 a month. 16% of her pay goes to her CPF. How much of Mandy's pay go to CPF? So it's CPF I want to find. So I have $4,000 in a month. CPF 16%. Left would be, this is my 100%, right? So 100 minus 16 would be 84%. So I only want to find CPF. So I want to find how much money. So I know 100% is $4,000. 1% is 4,000 divided by 100, which is $40. And 16% would be 40 times 16, which is $640. Farhan has $680. Ria has 25 less than Farhan. So Farhan is 100%. Ria has 25 less than Farhan, which is 75%. How much money does Ria have? So Farhan is 680, which is the 100%. So 100% is 680. 1%, 680 divided by 100. And Ria is 75%. So 668 out of 10 times 75. And the answer is $510. Question 5. Worksheet 5, sorry. Question 1. Mrs. Lim bought a washing machine at a discounted price of $15. She paid $765. What was the normal price of the washing machine? When there's a discount, we know there's a drop in the price. So the arrow goes down. Discounted price is 15%. Original price is 100%. So she paid 85%. This is pay. This is original price. She paid $765. So I know that 85% is the $765. What is the normal price, which is the original price? So 1% will be 65 divided by 85, which is $9. And 100% will be on $9 times 100, which is $900. So the normal price is $900. Question 2. A jogging route is 20 km long. Li Ting has jogged 30% of the route. So this is the route, 20 km, which is your 100%. Li Ting has jogged 30% of the route. Find the remaining distance. So after he jogged, this is the remaining, which is 100% minus 30% is 70%. I want to find the distance. So I know that my 100% is my 20 km. 1% is 20 out of 100. Therefore 70% would be 210 times 70, which is 14 km. Alternatively, I take 70% out of 100% times 20 km. And I will get 14 km also. Question 3. Usual price of a watch is $120, but Mrs. Ravi bought it at $90 at a sale. When we know there's a sale, the price goes down. You pay less. Usual price is $120, which is your 100%. Bought it at $90, so that this is the selling price or the sale price. So 120 minus 90, your discount is $30. I want to find the percentage of discount, so I want to find this. So 120 is your 100%. So $1 would be 100 out of 120, and therefore $30 is 10 of 12 times 30. Divide by 6 is 2, divide by 6 is 5, 2, 1. So answer is 25%. Worksheet 5, question 4. Mr. Tan had some blue and red pen. 20% of the pens were red pen. So I know he has blue and red. This is the pen. %20 are red. So this is 100%. So 20% are red. So 80% would be blue. Mr. Tan sold 50% of the blue pen. So 50% is half of the blue pen. So blue pen he sold 50%. So 50 out of 100 times by 80%, which is 40%. So he left 50 out of 100, or half, times 80%, which is 40%. He had 36 pens left, so he sold 40%. 40% sold. So left would be 100% minus 40%, which is 60%. Let's look. Left 40%. Red pen did not sell, so it's 20 plus 40, 20 plus 40, which is also 60%. So he had 36 pens left, so 60% is the 36 pens. So 1% will be 36 out of 60. Divide by 6 will be 610. How many pens did he have at first? At first is my 100%. So 610 times 100%, which is 60 pens. So he has 60 pens at first. Question 6. Alice has $300. She gave her brother $75 and a sister $150. What percentage of her money was left? So this is the, at first, Alice has $300, which is 100%. He gave the brother $75. Sister $150. Left. How much is left? So we take 300 minus 75 minus 150. 300 minus 75 minus 150 would give me a balance of $75. So I want to find what percent. So now I know my $300 is my 100%. $1 will be 100 out of 300, which is 1/3. Therefore $75 will be 1/3 times 75, or 75 divided by 3, and the answer is 25%. Question 2. On Monday, Lena drank 50 ml of orange juice. On Tuesday, she drank 50 milliliters less. So less percentage goes down. Right? So on Monday is your 500 ml, which is your 100%. Tuesday, she drank 50 less. So she drank 450 ml. So 50 ml less is here. Find the percentage decrease. So this is the percentage decrease. This is what we want to find, 50 ml. So now we know that 500 ml is your 100%. 1 ml, 100 divided by 500, which is 1/5. I want to find 50 ml, would be 1/5 times 50. Answer is 10%. Question 3. In a school, 80% of the pupils are boys. There are 180 girls. So pupils is my 100%. Boys, 80%. So the girls would be 20%. 100 minus 80 is 20%. There are 180 girls. So 20% is your 180 girls. What is the total number of pupils? So I want to find 100%. So 20%, 180 pupils. 1% will be 180 divided by 20 will give me 9. Find 100%. 9 times 100 is 900 pupils. Question 4. The table below shows the number of children in Orchid Estate. So this is a table. Number of families with 0 children is 30. 1 children is 6. 2 children is 20. 3 children is 40. 4 children is 50. What percentage of the children in the Orchid Estate are from families with more than 2 children? More than 2 children means we are looking at this. 3 and 4 children. So it's 40 and 50. First, I want to find what is my 100%. So 100% is everything all together. So it's 30 plus 60 plus 20 plus 40 plus 50. When I add all of them up, would be 200 families. All together, there are 200 families, which is my 100%. 90 families is more than 2. They have more than 2 children. So 200 is my 100%. One family will be 100 out of 200, which is half. So 90 families will be half times 90, which is 45%. Worksheet 7. Sammy scored 28 out of 40 for her fraction test. He scored 15% more for her percentage test than her fraction test. So fraction test is 28, which is my 100%. Percentage test is 15% more. So it is 115%. So now I want to find what was his percentage score for his percentage test. So now I will take the percentage score for his percentage test would be, so this is my 100%. Sorry, this will be, there's a mistake. What was his score for his percentage test? So we know that 100% is 28. 1%, 28 out of 100. 115% be 28 out of 100 times 115. My answer will be 32.2 marks. So he scored 32.2 marks for his percentage test. Question 7. On a MRT train, 18% of the commuters were children, the rest were adults. So there's a commuters, children, 18%. Commuters will be 100%, right? Adults, 100% minus 18% would be 82%. If there were 54 children, so children is 54, how many adults are there? So 18% is my 54 children. 1%, 54 out of 18, which is 3. How many adults? There are 82% of adults. So 82 times 3, answer is 246 adults. Question 3. Hami bought a basketball. He sold it to his friend with a 30% discount at $28. So there's a price drop of discount. So price drop 30% discount at $28. So the friend only pay $28. So this is my starting point, which is my 100%. The friend pay 70%. How much did Hami pay for the basketball? So we want to find how much he paid. 100%. So 70% is the $28. 1%, 28 out of 70 divided by 7 is 410. I want to find 100%. So 4 out of 10 times 100. So Hamid paid $40 for his basketball. Worksheet 8, question 1. Sandra spent $54% of her money and had $23 left. So this is her money, which is 100%. She spent 54%. She left 100 minus 54 is 46%. 46% is $23. So left $23. So 46% is $23. 1%, 23 out of 46, which is half. How much money did he have at first? 100%. So it's half times 100 is $50. Question 2. There are 45 pupils in a class. 20% of them are boys. So I know the pupils. 45 pupils, which is 100%. 20% are boys. 20 out of 100. Girls, 80 out of 100. I can times the 45 because I know the number is 45. Girls also times 45. So 1, 5, 9 boys divide by 2 is 4, 5, 1, 9, and 36 girls. 75% of the girls have long hair. So out of the girls, out of the 36, long hair, 75%. So it's 75 out of 100. Do not have long hair. Would be 25%. So it's 25 out of 100 times my 36 pupils. So this is 3/4, 9, 27 pupils here. Nine pupils. So how many girls do not have long hair? The answer is 9 girls do not have long hair. Question 8. Question 3. At a conference, 20% of the people were men and 25 of the remainder were children. So now I know the people is my 100%. Men, 20%. Remainder, 100 minus 20, 80%. 25 of the remainder were children. So children is 25% of 80%. and the rest will be women. Women is 75, this is 25%, so this will be 75% times 80%. How many people were there at the conference altogether? So I want to find altogether means I want to find 100%. So from here, I know that if I divide by 2 is 4, by 2 is 5, divided by 2 is 15. 15 times 4, answer is 60%. So 60%, there are 54 women. So 60% is my 54. 60%, 54 women. 1%, 54 out of 60. 100%, 54 out of 60. 54 out of 60 divided by 6 will be 9, 10 times 100. Answer is 90 people at first. Question 9. Lydia spent 25% of her monthly salary on rent, 15% of it on food, and 15% of the remainder on transport. So now there is a remainder. So first, let's look at the monthly salary, which is my 100%. She spent on rent 25%, on food 15%. We have the remainder because it's 15% of the remainder. So remainder will be 100 minus 25 minus 15 will be 60%. And she spent 15% of the remainder on transport. So out of the remainder, she spent on transport, which is 15%, which is 15 out of 100. And she saves the rest. So saves the rest, save will be 15 out of 100, so this is 85 out of 100, which is 85%, times 60%. Okay, so I cancel, and I will get, divide by, is 3, 5, divide by 5, 1, divide by 5 is 85, divide by 5, 85 divide by 5, 1 times 5, 5, 35, 17. So 17 times 3 is 51. Okay, so it's 51%. If she saves the rest, which is 816, so saves 816, so 51% is my 816. So 1% would be 816 divided by 51, which is $16. Find her monthly salary, 100%. So it's 16 times 100. Answer is $1,600. So her monthly salary is $1,600. Question 2. There are 40 pupils in the class. 55% of the pupils are girls. Okay, so I have 40 pupils is my 100%. I have boys and girls. Boys, girls is 55%. Boys will be 45%. I know the number here, 40 pupils. I can take 45 out of 100 times 40. 55 out of 100 times 40. And I will have 18 boys 18 boys and divide is 11. 22 girls. If 4 girls left the class, so left the class 4, remain in the class 22 minus 4, which is 18. What will be the new percentage of the girls left in the class? So my girls left is 18. I want to find the percentage. Left in the class will means my 18 boys and 18 girls. So 18 plus 18, which is 36. This is my 100% because 4 girls left. So 100%, 36 is your 100%. 100 divided by 36. And I want to find 18. So 100 out of 36 times 18. Answer is 50%. After receiving 20% discount, Andy paid 140 for 5 boxes of chocolates. So I know there's a discount, so 20% discount, he only paid 80%. This is my 100%. Andy paid 140 for 5 boxes, so 80% is 140. 1%, 140 divided by 80, which is 7 or 4. How much does each box of chocolate cost before the discount? So I want to find 100%. So 7 got 4 divided by 100, 25. I will get 175. This 175 is 5 boxes of chocolate. So 5 boxes of chocolate, $175. So 1 box would be 175 divided by 5. And the answer is $35. So 1 box of chocolate before the discount is $35. Worksheet 10. Every month, Salim gives 60% of his salary to his parents. He spends 30% of the remainder and saves the rest. So this is Salim's salary, which is 100%. He gives to his parents 60%. 60% is 60 out of 100. Spends 30% of the remainder. Oh, so I know I cannot just use this. I need to, he spent the remainder, which is 40 out of 100. 40%, right? He spent 30% of the remainder, so spend 30 out of 100 times 40%. Or 40 out of 100. Saves 30 out of 100 times 40 out of 100. Saves will be, cannot be 30 because 100 minus 30 will be 70%, right? So 70, and but the remainder is 40%, so I cancel. I will get 12 out of 100, which is 12%. For this one, 28 out of 100, which is 28%. He saves $112 more than he spends. So 28% minus 12%, which is 16%. So he saves 112 more than he spends, so his 16% is $112. So 1% will be 112 divided by 12, by 16, sorry, and you will get $7. What is the monthly salary? I find 100%. Will be 7 times 100, and his monthly salary is $700. Question 2. In the library, 44% of the books were fiction books and the rest were non-fiction. So now we know the books. Fiction, non-fiction. Fiction book is 44%. Non-fiction will be 100% minus 44%, which is 56%. When the pupils contributed 116 books to the library, the number of fiction books were doubled. So fiction book doubled, so it's plus 44%, which is 88%. So you have this. Doubled means it's the same. And the number of non-fiction books were increased by 25%. So the non-fiction book, there is an increase by 25%. Okay, so at first was 100%. 100% is your 56 books. 56%. Alright, so I want to find what is this 25%. So 100% is 56. 1%, 56 divided by 100. 25%, 56 divided by 100 times 25 is 4. 56 divided by 4 is 14%. So there's an increase of 14%. This 14% and 44% were the one contributed. So it's 116 books. So 44% plus 14%, which is 58%, is your 116 books. How many books were there at first? So 58 is 116. 1% will be 116 divided by 58. I get 2. 100% will be 2 times 100, which is 200 books. So at first there were 200 books in the library. Question 3. Esther and Farin saved 3,900 altogether. They each spend the same amount of money. So if I'm going to draw this, my model will look like that. They each spend the same amount of money on a handphone. Then Esther was left with 80% of his savings and Farin was left with 60%. So we know that Esther has more money than Farin. Okay, so this is Esther left 80%. So it's 8 out of 10. So she spent 210. Farin was left with 60%. So it's 6 out of 10. He spent 410. So we know that these two is the same amount, right? Because they say spend the same amount. So 210, that is Esther, and Farin is 410. So 210 is equals to 410. We make the numerator the same. So it's 4 out of, times 2. 4 out of 20, which is 4 out of 10. So I know now the numerator is the same. Altogether we have 30 units. 20 unit plus 10 unit. 20 is from Esther, 10 unit is for Farin. So 30 unit is altogether 3,900. 1 unit will be 3,900 divide by 30, and you get $130. what was the cost of the handphone? The cost of the handphone is 4 unit. So 4 unit is 130 times 4, which is $520. So the cost of the handphone is $520. Children, we have come to the end of the percentage. Goodbye.